Good afternoon, gem lovers and industry partners. I'm David Artinian with Artinian Gems.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Gem Happy
Happy Hour.
Woo!
Woo!
Look at this colorful drink today. What is this beautiful drink?
So this is the Ceylon Sangria. Isn't that lovely?
Oh, look at that. What do we got in there?
We've got all the colors of the rainbow.
And we've
Purple,
got
red,
kind of orange, we got yellow, we've got a light green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've even got, do we have patparashi in there? Pink and orange kind of mixed
mix
together.
it together. Mm-hmm.
Look, there's dragon fruit from our garden. And then we've got, we've got all kinds of things in there. Because today we are celebrating all the rainbow colors of sapphire.
Yes.
You know, sapphire it's the birthstone for September.
Yes. So all you September babies, lucky bunch.
Yeah. So happy birthday for everybody. Yeah, happy birthday again, Stephanie.
I'll take it.
We just had a party for Stephanie on Saturday, but anyway.
And your wife.
And,
not just
my
me.
wife, no, but hers was in August.
Yes.
So we just combined them all together. But anyway, it's sapphire. And, sapphire is probably my favorite gem. And people ask me, what's your favorite gem? And over the years, I have to say it's sapphire because it comes in so many colors. It's such a beautiful gem. It has so much ancient history to it.
Yes.
The kings would wear them and princes would wear them, and they wear them as a power gem. They went out to battle. They would go in the tiaras and the wedding rings of royalty.
Yes.
And in fact, it's a durable gem, so you can wear it your entire life. You can pass it on to the next generation intact. Exactly. It's just an absolutely amazing
It's a wonder,
gem.
yes.
It is. So today we are going to do a couple of things. We're going to show you some beautiful gems on the turntable. I'm going to tell you about some of these different colors. I'm going to tell you a couple stories about my travels.
Yeah.
We're going to learn how to make this delicious drink that Stephanie is prepared for us. And we'll probably take you on a gem hunting trip if we have any extra time. So
let us know if you're joining us, where you're joining us from, and why don't we take a look at these beautiful gems that we have on the turntable.
So today, look at this. Isn't that magnificent?
Stunning.
Magnificent colors. So if you love these gems, simply like it, follow us. Also, comment. We'd like to hear what you have to say. This is not just a monologue. This is a kind of like a little
dialogue.
A dialogue. So give us your questions, your comments.
It's a cocktail hour. So we want everybody to have a good time, just as we love, looking at these beautiful gems. We want to share.
Now, if you're a retail jeweler, you can reach out to us and we can show you the gems. We can also help you to present the gems to your clients. So we can do like a little private party for your clients on this turntable through our studio. So we're here to help you present gems.
Yes.
If you are a gem lover, an end user of gems, you can reach out to us as well, and we'll connect you with one of our preferred partners in your area so that we can collaborate and we can show you the gems. And then you can have your favorite retailer in your area make up that piece for you.
Yeah, you can have your own private viewing.
You can have your own private viewing. We have a vault that has lots of gems in it, thousands of gems, and we'd be happy to share and show you, from our years of this private collection that I've gathered.
Yes.
So let's go back to the turntable. All right, let's look at some of these. People often wonder, what is this? Right? Well,
look at that.
Look at that. This is a natural shape of a sapphire. This is a natural crystal from Ratnapura, Sri Lanka. I bought this from one of the miners there near the mines. And this gem has not been cut. Natural shape.
Wow.
Look at this yellow one here. Yellow sapphire.
Oh, it has almost a little bit of pink in there too.
It does, yeah.
Look at that.
Natural.
Beautiful.
Gem. And this purple one here actually has some color change to it. So if you have put it under natural light, it's more of a blue color. Incandescent is more of a purple color.
I must say that is one of the things that I love about the purple sapphires, is that a lot of them are that color change or color shift, which is very cool.
Speaking of purple, look at this one.
Oh my gosh.
This one actually does have some color change in it, and people wonder what is color change. Well, it's a sapphire with a tint of vanadium in it, and that vanadium as a trace element causes it to go more blue under natural and more purplish or reddish under incandescent.
It's gorgeous. And you can tell that this one is strongly pleochroic. You can see the two colors right there.
Exactly.
That blue and that purple.
Right.
Which is such a fun feature about sapphire too.
And the other thing about this one is it's untreated. Most gems, when it comes out of the ground, they put them in a crucible and they heat them to a fairly high temperature. And what that will do is it'll often intensify the color and make it, if it's kind of silky inside, it'll make it clear. This gem has not been treated. It's carat 76. And it retails for only $3,800. That's actually a bargain for that.
A carat 76. That's a good size.
Look at this one here. This is a kind of a red orangish color.
That is so pretty.
It's beautiful.
I don't even know how to describe that color. It's just so unique.
It's beautiful. And of course, the cutting is magnificent. We do all of our own gem cutting, so the gems are cut by our own team, and they're cut. You can see they're not heavy bottom or they're not flat. They're nicely shaped crystals. This one here is a carat 79, and it's only $7,878.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah,
that is gorgeous.
And let's look at this one. People often ask me for hot pink sapphire. Hot pink is simply just a high saturation of
gosh,
pink,
that's amazing.
or a little bit less saturation. I mean, the more chromium you get in a sapphire crystal, the more red you get. Highest level of chromium gives you, of course, the red of ruby. Slightly less saturation gives you the pinks of pink sapphire. This is a carat size. This is only 3,630.
Wow, that's amazing. And you know, like that hot pink can be seen from so far away. Like everybody would ask you, oh my gosh, what is that stone? Because it's just so bright. It's got so much color to it. It's just something lovely.
Yeah, sapphire.
It's like electric.
I know. Sapphire, if it's a beautiful, clean gem, will actually take such a high polish that it'll be very, very bright.
It's just gorgeous.
And then let's look at this one. I mean, the original color of sapphire, it's an aluminum oxide mineral. And the sapphire without trace elements is purely colorless.
Wow.
This is an emerald cut or radiant cut. Not quite emerald cut because it doesn't have the step cut in the back. But this is a beautiful gem.
But that sparkles lovely.
Yeah, this is another untreated stone, a carat 24.
And that's a good option if you were looking for a clear stone that's not a diamond.
Right. You want a natural gem.
Right, exactly.
A beautiful gem, one with history to it, heirloom quality, something like this. This is 6.6 by 5 millimeters for those of you who understand sizes of gems. And this one here is only 1,750. So you can just see what a good value it is for what it is.
And Ben and Michelle, thank you for joining us. And yes, Michelle, sapphires are blue, but they are also every other color except for red. So that's a great question. But yes, sapphires come in all colors, which is why we love them so much.
I love the fact that it's so versatile.
Yes. Oh, that's a beauty.
Now, I am showing you here the most expensive color in sapphire. Can anybody guess what it is? There's one color that's even more expensive than royal blue.
What it's called, you mean?
There's a trade name for it.
Yes, for this specific color of sapphire. If you have a guess, put it in the comments below. But this is a beautiful color. It's got that pink with a little hint of orange.
Pink and orange, yes.
Just a beautiful mix.
And this one here is untreated. It's 0.6 carats. It's Padparasha.
Padparasha. How many of you knew that?
Yeah, people throw that name around a lot, and the sellers will sometimes throw that name around a lot. But there's a very specific color that it has to be to qualify. It has to be pink with orange. If there's a brown modifier to it, it's out. If there's a purple modifier to it, it's out. It has to be pink and orange without
any other
significant-
hint.
Yeah,
of
right,
color.
right.
Now,
And-
David, a question for you. Does the Padparaja sapphire have to be a Sri Lankan stone?
No, it can be from anywhere in the world.
Okay.
All it is the color.
Okay.
This one's 2,500 for that gem. And let's look at this one here. Speaking of Sri Lankan gem, this is that canary yellow sapphire.
Oh my gosh. Love, 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 love.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Yellow is one of the fashion colors of the year this year.
That's right. One of
And
the
this-
Pantone colors.
And this is an absolute beautiful example. This one here is a 6.89 carat. It's untreated. No
Wow.
heat. And this one retails for 22,120.
Wow.
Normal retail on that one would be over 25, between 25 and 30,000.
Mm.
But this one is, because I go to the source, I buy from miners, we can pass on savings.
Well, good job, Christina, for knowing that it was a Padparaja.
Yeah.
That's okay that you couldn't type fast enough.
Look at this one. Now, remember that we said that sapphire has, that what color sapphire are trace elements.
Oh, I love that one.
And this one here has got a couple of trace elements, one at one end and the other at
And
the
the
other.
other end.
Isn't that something?
Now, I mean, how often do you come across a sapphire like this where the two colors are in the one stone? I mean, does that happen often?
Not very often at all. And when you do get them, you definitely want to cut it to accentuate the bicolor nature.
Mhm.
So you get, actually, there's yellow on one side.
Oh,
and-
look, there you
On the
go.
back, you can see it better. See that blue stripe right there on
Yeah.
one side, and then yellow on the other side. So when they facet it, it will throw the light back, and so you get different colors all throughout the gem.
Mhm.
But it's really colored by a color band.
Oh, very interesting.
This
And is that one, where is that one from? Do you know?
This one, this one came from the back of the vault. It escapes me.
We dug it up in the back there.
Yeah, we did some gem hunting in the back of the vault, and we found it there. Bicolor, green and yellow, carat 65. This is 3,250. My guess is, I hate to guess. I can't remember whether it's an African stone or a Sri Lankan stone, or it could be Thai. There you go. So I really don't know.
Interesting.
I don't remember.
And we have it in our records.
Yeah, we
so.
got it in the records somewhere. Now, I want to show you a color that's very fascinating and tell you a little story about this.
Yes, I want to hear.
Back in 2001, I went to Canterbury, Thailand. That's actually where we have our family cutting business. But back then we hadn't really developed it yet. I was going there to buy cut stones. All of a sudden, we found colors that we had never seen before. We found bright orange sapphires. And we were absolutely stunned. And of course, the seller said it's natural, this is not treated, and blah, blah, blah. But we knew that there was something going on with this gem because we'd never seen that color before. And nobody knew. They tested it and they didn't know. They cut them in half and they found that the color was all the way through. So we knew that was not a surface diffusion.
Huh.
And well, the story eventually did come out, and it was regular sapphire, often yellows or greens, and they were heated in the presence of beryllium. And the beryllium was going from the heating, the crucible where they were heating it, from the oven, it was transferring into the gem, going through the gem and changing its color.
Wow.
So all of a sudden we started getting beautiful yellows, oranges, some golden, and some intensely red orange, and some that bordered ruby.
Wow.
And so while it's a natural gem, it's not a surface treatment. It's called a lattice diffusion, but it's because beryllium is one of the smallest elements on the periodic table of, atomic table, where they call
Yes, the periodic table.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and they realized that because it was so small,
can
it
penetrate.
could work its way through the entire gem.
Wow. Interesting.
So this one is very interesting. I bought this one in Sri Lanka. They said, no, it's not beryllium treated. I knew it was, but I loved it and I bought it anyway for their price, their full price. and then I've got to have a certificate for it. So
So that's stable, right? It's not going to change
No.
at all.
You could recut the stone because we were getting this material and recutting it, and it was staying, the color was staying true.
Wow.
So that one.
So it's definitely like that's part of the stone now.
Yeah. This one is
Interesting.
2,700. It's a carat 38. Now I was telling you the story. What had happened is when the story came out on this beryllium treatment. This was like in 2001. It was a secret, nobody knew. However, what the story came out is that the gem heating was done in Canterbury, Thailand. That is where the Sri Lankan gems used to all come, because the Sri Lankans didn't know how to heat
them
to get the rich blue.
Is it like a specific temperature?
Yes, specific type of machines, temperature. They kept it secret, but the Sri Lankans eventually found out, and now they of course they do their heating there, and they do it all over the world.
Okay.
However, it's famous for heat treating sapphires and rubies too. But anyway, what had happened is the crucible that they put the gems, they pack the gems in, they put them in the kiln, and they'd heat it up, they'd fire it up to high temperatures. Well, they do different types of gems. They might do tourmalines at a lower temperature, they might do chrysoberyls, they might do different ones. Well, anyway, they had emptied out the chrysoberyls that they had been heating, and they had, or the sapphires they were heating. There had been sometimes you get a mix of gems, like you get this parcel that they're heating. There might be some other gems that got in there along with the sapphire. Well, this lot, a piece of chrysoberyl had gotten wedged in the corner. And so they heated it, and all of a sudden they opened it up, and oh my gosh, there's all these yellows and pale colors turned out bright orange. Like,
so it was like a fluke.
It was a fluke. And then what happened is he put some more in the same crucible, heat them up. And then the same thing happened. It's like, oh my goodness.
So they figured it out.
And eventually they changed out, the inside, they cleaned it out. They did it, and it was just normal. But they found the one thing different, that they found that there had been a chip of chrysoberyl in that kiln.
Oh wow.
And then they started putting it in there on purpose, and they knew from that point on what it was, and they realized it was beryllium. Then they started putting beryllium powder in. They didn't use chrysoberyl anymore.
Well, I was going to say that's kind of expensive, no?
No, it's fine. But then they started actually using the element beryllium, and it started, and it really opened the door for a whole new set of colors. So all those rainbow sapphires that you see with those bright oranges in them, I don't care what they say. They're 99% are all beryllium heated, but that's fine. Sapphire, it's just an amazing color.
Yeah, it is. It is really striking.
But it's just something that needs to be disclosed. If you have a gem that was heated by beryllium,
right?
Most people don't care, but it's something you just
right, because it doesn't really affect the stone, right?
No,
it's still the same hardness, and you can wear it and enjoy it as a natural stone.
You can.
It just has been enhanced a
little
bit.
And just declare this was heated with beryllium. It's been enhanced. So, well, what should we do now? Do you want to look at how to make this delicious drink, or do you want to go on a little gem hunt?
Well, hey, let's take a vote. Who wants to do what? Let us know. You want to do a gem hunt, or you want to do the recipe of how to make this cocktail, because it's a yummy cocktail. Let me tell you, it's almost like a breakfast. Let me tell you, there's so many fruits in here.
I want to eat the fruits.
There's so many fruits in here that you could enjoy it as like a brunch.
I want to get my tweezers in there.
Brunch. Wouldn't it be awesome as a brunch? Like you have your eggs and whatever, and you have this cocktail. Fantastic. Instead of a mimosa, mimosas are boring. This is much more exciting.
Exactly. Well, then why don't we show them how to make it?
Okay, fine. Let's do it. So we're gonna share the recipe. Here you go. Hi everybody, I'm Stephanie with Artinian Gems, and today we're going to be making Sapphire Sangria. It is absolutely delicious, and here at Artinian Gems, we have to top it off a little bit, go a little extra. So I'm going to give you the guides on making this beautiful drink. You want to mix your drink separately, because we're going to be making this. We're going to fill these glasses up with fruit, so it's just going to be spectacular. So you use for 2 drinks, about half a bottle of wine. My recommendation is one that is a little bit drier. We're doing a white sangria. So something like a Pinot is good, or a Sauvignon Blanc, and just pour it in there till you get about half a bottle in there. A little bit more. And then what we've done is we've pre-mixed a little bit of honey and lime juice. So fresh squeezed lime juice, you want to do about a tablespoon, and then about a tablespoon and a half of honey. So a little twist to a sangria. Normally it doesn't call for that, but this one is just a little different here, and we love it. It's so delicious. And then you also want to put in a little bit of your brandy or Grand Marnier. We like the Grand Marnier because it has that orange liqueur in it, so it ties really well with all the fruit that we're going to be putting in. And so you put about an ounce of the Grand Marnier in there. So I'm just going to use this as like a guide for a measure. We are not afraid of alcohol here, so don't worry. And then you want to top it off with a little bit of your favorite club soda. We've actually picked one that is already flavored with a little bit of lemon. So again, ties in with all the fruit. And you put about a 1/4 cup in there. You can always top it off after. And the reason I'm mixing it in here, use your tweezers or whatever you like to mix, is because when we fill this up, we can't mix it. With all the fruit, we can't mix it. So you want to mix it up first. And you can actually put that in the fridge while you're cutting your fruit to chill it, which is a good idea. And then you're going to start with whatever fruit you like. We are doing a rainbow drink, so we're going to start with the dark color. You can do blueberries or red grapes, whatever you like. And I'm just going in there and putting them on the bottom. And you want to keep it in bite-sized pieces. You don't want to have big chunks to where people can't eat them. And so yeah, we'll put all the little grapes in there. And then you want to add whatever color is close to it. So we're going to do a little bit of strawberries in there. Nice strawberries. You want to get like a layered look. There we go. That's lovely. And all of these fruits should be fresh. And then you're going to chill everything before you serve it so it's nice and cold. And sangria is always good if you pre-mix it because then the flavors get into the fruit too, which is really nice. And we've got some beautiful pink dragon fruit in here. So we're going to put that. Just the color is impeccable. And it's just a beautiful fruit. And I'm just going for it, you know, using my hands, but do what you like. There. Okay, let's do a little bit of mandarins. Get that nice orange color in there. Again, you want to do like bite-sized pieces. Okay. Really nice. Okay. And then we can do some like orangey yellow. So we've cut up some mango, some fresh mango. I mean, how can you go wrong with mango? Everybody's gonna love this. And you want to pick pieces that are not too big. You can put whatever fruit you like. This is just what we've decided on. Because there's lots of fruit that are all these different colors. That looks pretty good. And then we're gonna put some, this is actually kiwi, if you can believe it. It's yellow kiwi, so we're gonna keep it nice and whole and just slide it on there because that is so much fun. How does that look? And then we'll top it off with some green. So you can put some green grapes in there. Looks lovely. And why are we doing all these colors? You'll have to see. We're doing all these different colors because Sapphire comes in all of these colors. So let me cut this one too. There we go. Lovely. So you can see all the different layers in there of all the different fruit. Doesn't that look awesome? And then once you're done adding all your fruit, what you can do is just pour that juice, that mix, all over your fruit here. There we go. Now that is an awesome sangria, let me tell you. Perfect. And then you have probably one more in there for another guest. And of course you want to chill it for about 15 minutes. And then once you're ready to serve, add a little garnish. We've got some beautiful mint here. And we've also got some beautiful Vietnamese basil. It smells just delicious. And the color is just awesome. So I'll just stick that in there. And there you go. There is our Sapphire Sangria. Let us know how you like it. Cheers.
Wow.
What did you think of that?
Well, I loved your presentation and your recipe. Now, of all the drinks that we've done so far, that's probably one I might be interested in. Definitely
Repeating.
Yeah, repeating.
Well, there's been a couple that I really like, but this one, just because it's so fresh and the
Yeah,
presentation is
exactly.
awesome. And I think like for a brunch, like I said, I think it's just to elevate your brunch, really.
Exactly, that definitely would. Or I would like that after work in the evening.
Yeah.
Sitting outside in the swing or something.
Oh, yeah.
And just, when it's
It's a good
a little
summer drink.
cooler,
Mhm.
early fall drink. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you for joining us today. You want to take one more look at the gems?
Yes, let's take a look.
If you love these gems, if you love the presentation, if you would like to bring the presentation to your store, reach out to us and we can share with you how we can do group gem parties for your clients. Of course, we wouldn't necessarily be showing them how to make a drink. We just do a gem party for your clients and the gem lovers amongst us. And then if you want to do a private showing, we can help you do a private showing. And if you are just a gem lover out there today and you love this, reach out to us and we can connect you with a retailer in your area that we can do a private showing for you. So reach out to us. We're here to support you. We're here to help you.
Yes.
We're Artinian Gems. And
we hope you enjoyed it.
We hope you enjoyed
Cheers,
it.
everybody.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining us. And we hope to see you next week for another episode of Gem Happy Hour.
Gem Happy Hour.